Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Rock Bottom Airsoft. It's good to see you again. If it's your first time here, then as always, it is good to see you and I hope you're going to stick around. Okay, well welcome to our weekend video. Those of you who follow the channel already will already know that we normally look to upload a video midweek, normally on a Wednesday. Those videos will normally be gameplay related, possibly to review some products in the field that I've reviewed in the studio. And then at the weekend, normally on a Saturday, just like this one, we'll normally do a studio video. And on rare occasions, if we're not in the studio, like today, as you might have noticed, we'll be up here in what I call my command center. Basically, this is my room where I keep all of my gear. It's where all my stuff is, all my gear, all my replicas. Keep them in here, and on occasion I'll do a video here if we're looking at lots of stuff or a particular item of gear, but sometimes we'll look at those in the studio as well. So we like to mix it up. So if that seems like your kind of thing and you're not subscribed to the channel already, then do please get subscribed. That way you won't miss any of my uploads, and if we do any bonus uploads midweek, you get them as well. Okay, well, with all that explanation out of the way, what we're doing today, well, as many of you know, I was having a little bit of a break, a little bit of a holiday, and then I finished my holiday on the Saturday last week, and then I was out at a game at my home site, Tazball Airsoft, on the Sunday, which we got some gameplay of on the Wednesday, which showed me using the ARP9, the Gng ARP9, with the little bits of upgrades I've done on there. I wouldn't really say they were particular upgrades, I don't know, but I'd put the stubby stock on there from 01 Airsoft, and I'd also put a Peron ETU++ MOSFET replacement in there. Both items performed wonderfully. The stock was solid with no creaking, didn't move, and the Peron ETU++ absolutely fine. As I say, it's more useful for you if you need the extra space because it's slightly smaller than the Gng one. A lot of people online in forums and on social media, they recommend that it's a good swap because it's more reliable. Now I myself, I've had no problems with the Gng ETU that was fitted to my ARP9. It's over 4 years old, still going strong, still got it, but I've replaced it with a Peron for the sake of the review. And that works absolutely fine, but it also gives you more functions, more programming options such as binary trigger, multiple round burst, and all that good stuff. And it also will take a 7.4 volt battery, LiPo battery or Li-ion battery, without giving you any troubles of the replica not cycling or stopping due to the low voltage battery detection kicking in on the Gng MOSFET. So that all worked fine. So what I thought it'd be nice to do today, because we're just getting back after all day, we're just getting back into it, we're in the summer season, we've got the Highlander coming up at my home site, which is a 3-day event. Again, I did some footage of that last year. There's a lot going on, so I thought what we might do today, and the reason that we're here in the command centre, is that I thought I'll show you a couple of things that I'm going to be looking on the channel over the coming weeks and coming months, so you can see some of the things that are coming up, and also just give you a good chat about some of the things that I'm hoping to do with the remainder of the summer, so you know, you get an idea of what's coming on the channel. Before we go into that as well, guys, if you do have any ideas of things you'd like to see on the channel, any ideas for videos, tech, anything like that that you want me to show, then do drop me a comment. I'll always respond to a comment. I might not get back to you straight away, but I will always respond, and that way if there's anything specific that you guys want to see that I haven't covered, then I'll happily try to get a video together on whatever it is you want to see. But with that in mind, let's take a look at what I've got planned, and we'll go from there. So the first thing up that we have, I'm seeing these everywhere, and this is an FM-P90. As many of you probably realise, it's a replica P90. I got this one pre-owned. It's Classic Army, and I haven't covered it on the channel yet. I've done some repairs to it to get it running good, and I've also, which might interest some of you guys out there, put a Warhead high-speed motor in there. The Warhead motors are the brushless motors. They're very high quality. So I've put a high-speed one in it just to see how it goes. So at some point on the channel, I'll do a complete coverage of this replica. I'll probably do a video showing you how to strip one of these down and how to get down to the gearbox and then how to work in the gearbox on it. We'll also have a discussion about P90s in general and an introduction to P90s, how much they are, what's available out there and that type of thing. And we'll also probably have some gameplay footage of me using this in the field. And when I do use this in the field, we will we'll see if it chews itself to bits with that Warhead high-speed motor in there, or whether it performs admirably. I've still got a MOSFET, this particular one as well, so that might be another video that we cover there as well. So that's that one. That's the Classic Army P90. We're going to be having a look at that at some point on the channel this summer. So there's loads of stuff going to come on about that. I'll also maybe try and cover a bit in there about whether to buy pre-upgraded and pay a little bit more money, or whether to get a P90 that you can get more affordably, such as the Cyma P90s and things like that, which look the part, perform really well, but might not have some of those high-end features that you guys are looking for. So we'll go into all that good stuff on a video when we get into the P90s. Now, some of you guys might have seen this next one already. This big box here was part of a video I did for an unboxing. It's the ICS MGL grenade launcher. I have seen people run these on the field before, but I myself haven't run that one on the field yet. So this summer, that's going to be coming out. I'm going to do a gameplay video, probably using nothing but that and a pistol, just to see how awkward it is and see how I get on, because I'm all about having fun when I'm on the field. And that'll definitely be funny. So I thought it might be quite good fun to see how I get on with just that and a sidearm, and see if it's good fun. I think it will be good fun, because as many of you know, I play mainly skirmish games, so at the most you're out on the field for one game, might last you 20 minutes or so. So you know, if I take quite a few 40mm with me, I might be able to get that to last me all through a 20-minute game. It probably won't last me a few hours though. So that's something else that's going to be on the channel. I did do an unboxing on that one. I might cover it as a review, maybe the practicalities of it, but I have covered quite a lot on the 40mm shower grenades and gas grenades. But that is definitely something we're going to look at. Next up, we have this one. This is the well, it says Strike Systems, but it's ASG basically. It's the Asg Commander Xp18. We'll do a quick unboxing on that one, and we'll also maybe need to do some repairs on it. This is another replica that I obtained pre-owned, and I believe there is faults with it. So together what we'll do is we'll unbox it, have a look at it, see how much it is, see what you get for your money, that type of thing in one video. And then in another video I'll show you how to strip it down, and maybe we'll fault find it together, see if we can figure out what's wrong with it and get it shooting good. And then we'll do a video on the performance of it shooting, maybe run it through the chrono, that type of thing. So hopefully that sounds good to you guys. That's something else we're going to be looking at on the channel. You guys may have seen this one already. I've got a lot of videos that I've done of unboxings. This is the Gng Piranha Pistol. Many of you guys will have seen the unboxing I did of that and slight review, but again, this is something else I need to test in the field, guys. I haven't used this in a skirmish yet, and as many of you know who follow the channel, I don't really class something as good until I've skirmished it and I know it can take the rigours and abuse of being out here in the Scottish Highlands in all weathers. And then, you know, I really like it as it is, but I want to see how it performs in the field. So there will be gameplay videos featuring that pistol, whether I go pistol only, and show that off. Okay, next up guys, we've got this one. You guys may have seen, if you've been following the channel, you might have seen videos I've done on this one previously. This was a G36 by SRC that I purchased. Again, this was another pre-owned replica that required a little bit of work. So I've done a little bit of work on it. I think it's turned out quite well. At this point in time, it's not been skirmished. I've never used it in a game. I've tried it out, it shoots okay. I've redone the gearbox on it. Done a bit of work on it. So this SRC G36 I used when I did an introduction to Airsoft G36s, because I've worked on quite a few of these. This one I particularly like with the quad rail up front here. I think it's pretty cool. And like I said, I've done a bit of work on it, but I haven't had a chance to skirmish it yet. So this is another one that we'll try out in the field and see how it gets on, guys. So this one will be on the channel shortly as well. I'm going to use this in a game at some point this summer season, so that's going to be out on site being skirmished. We'll see how it performs. Okay guys, so as replicas go, them are the main ones that I've got plans for so far, which is just for the summer. I've got many more here to show you. And we'll do unboxings, reviews on them, introductions to certain types of Airsoft replica, some of which are a little bit too large to get on camera here in the command centre. So that's why I'm not showing them you right now. Those are the ones that I have to hand here in the command centre. But we're also, as I mentioned earlier, if any of you guys remember from this year just gone, last summer, I do go to an event at my home site, Tasball Airsoft, where they do a 3-day event called the Highlander the Gathering. You'll see details for that on Facebook, but I'll be there again this year, so I'll get to try out a lot of this stuff at that because I've got 3 days. I'll be at my regular Airsoft games now because my injuries, that is hopefully the end of that. I don't want to go down that route again anyway. So hopefully that's over with. So that is me back to regular games now. I'm getting my regular gameplay so I can test a lot of these items out in the field. I think some of you guys remember we had the new Pro Tracer. I never ended up being able to test that in the field. I just did a review of it, but I'll try that out in the field. We've got a number of Airsoft upgrades that I've got sat in my Spurs box and on my shelves behind me that I need to install into replicas. So obviously I'm going to do videos showing you how to install those upgrades onto various replicas. I've got plans for some of my existing replicas that will require a lot of tech work, so we'll do some videos on that as well. So there's a lot of tech videos to come for you. Gear wise, I've got lots of gear to show you: plate carriers, more belts, bags, helmets, pretty much everything. There's a lot of gear I'm going to be showing you this coming summer and winter. Some of the gear stuff tends to show off in winter because you know, I don't know about yourselves, but I do play in winter, so your gear tends to be to keep you warm a bit depending on what type of play style you have. We'll probably get that Barrett 50 cal out, one of them, and use that in the field just to show you how awkward that can be when you're trying to run one of those in an Airsoft game. So that will be in a gameplay as well. We'll have the Barrett 50 cal out, the replica Barrett 50 cal. We'll maybe get the NK SVD replica out again. I've got AKs that you guys know I'm not a massive fan of running AKs, but you might see me running a variant of an AK in gameplay this time. We'll get the MP5 out a little bit more as well, and loads of others, guys, that I haven't shown you yet without giving too much away. And as I say, the usual tech and gear. So hopefully, guys, you'll enjoy the coming videos and hopefully get some good games. Maybe I'll see some of you at games. I'm hoping to go to additional sites this year. There's still this air of COVID knocking about, which makes things more difficult, but that's pretty much gone now. Well, it's still here, but you know, the regulations have gone. So hopefully I'll be able to get out to some other sites and see some guys out there and get you some different footage of different sites. I'm also going to try and get footage from different parts of my home site, because there does seem to be a lot of videos where it's CQB play on the close quarters field. So look out for a gameplay video on Wednesday as normal, and that one I'll try and do at a different part of the field. And apart from that, guys, like I was saying, if you've got any ideas for content you'd like me to make, if there's anything you'd like to know about Airsoft or see, or if you've got any questions for me in general, just put a comment below. I'll always get back to you, and it helps the channel out. There might be other people want to see what you suggest, and it might be something I've not thought of, especially if you're a newer player, something like that, and you know, you've got questions about it or you want videos to explain things. I'm quite happy to try and make videos to accommodate. That's no problem at all. And as always, guys, thanks very much for your support so far. I hope you continue to enjoy the channel. Okay, guys, well, that's pretty much it for today. Just get back into it, get an idea of what's coming. I'll get a gameplay video out on Wednesday, as usual, midweek, next week. And then I should be playing again at my home site the week after that. So there'll be some different replicas getting tested in the field that we've looked at and that I haven't had a chance to test in the field because of my injuries. Okay guys, well thanks very much for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.